the last time I looked at a job. That was 17 years ago. So we're talking about 17 years of day in, day out, showing the plan for 17 years full time. I look back, it happened so fast, but 2 decades. I mean, I was blessed to actually get in the industry, in my opinion, at such an early age, because all the mistakes and things that a person would do, I did that and then some.
You were able to sustain yourself full-time income, obviously, when you decided to go full-time?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That and then some.
Okay. So being that, you went full-time, what was that like now that, all the chips were in, you're going full-time? What kept you inspired, motivated? What kept the gas lit? And what kept you going to make sure that you stayed full-time?
Personal development, and again, like I said earlier, that clear, concise mental picture. It's game on now. So being out in the jungle, as Jerry Clark would sometimes say, you got to be out in the jungle, bring your machete, because every day is depicted on your next meal, your next livelihood. So I really had to go out there and really utilize my God-given talent, my personality. And I did that for those from 23. I've been involved in 5 companies, but when I was, I got into my second company, it was a travel company, hit the top level of that, make my 6 figures in there. And by 23, 24, 25, I was doing between 100,000 and 350,000. Wow. And by the time I got to my third company, which was a coffee company, as some of you guys know, that's where I first became the first millionaire. My family was able to retire my mom in front of 20,000 plus people in the New Orleans arena and Mercedes-Benz Arena in New Orleans.
Wow.
And all this has happened like right in my 20s, going right into my 30s, and we're crushing just everything. And all of that, when I look back, I know that when I wake up in the morning like I was still on the job, because that's what the book said. The wealthy people who've always done it, Oprah said she was getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep sometimes, and still was going. And I knew if I don't get up and be better than the next day, I knew what would happen. That's why I always live by a certain creed. When people look at the word legacy, when I break down, in my opinion, the word legacy is let every goal accomplish challenge yesterday. Let every goal accomplish challenge yesterday. You want to leave a legacy? Whatever you did yesterday, make sure what you do today, challenge it. And that's how I always got up. And because I was excited, when I say I was born for this, I really believe my passion for getting up to do this day in and day out, even when the money was removed, that's a special kind of person. You really know you was cut for that particular industry or business.
Right. Let me ask you this, Bass, because you mentioned that you retired your mom. I want you to speak to that a little bit, because I know that's the dream of a lot of folks watching this interview and will be watching this interview. Everybody wants to retire their mom and dad. Can you tell us what that experience was like, and how did your mom receive that?
Oh man, it was
having some nice pictures on Facebook about that nice place around the world. How can I get there as well? What are you doing in your life? So I've been always a dreamer, an active dreamer, because I wanted to find a way. How can I create that kind of financial situation that can
enjoy or live a lifestyle that I wanted to live, other than getting involved in the network marketing industry? Working a 9 to 5 wasn't going to get my mom out of the low income areas and working the 2 jobs. And, so I had to go through that growth process, and it was very, very difficult.